have to do that on here?
I yawned.
Good morning. Good morning and happy President's Day. How are y'all this morning? Welcome. Sorry that we're late. Remi, that is bad for you, baby. That is bad for you.
It hurts.
Good morning, everyone. And look who I have the complete and utter joy to be co-hosting with this morning.
Me.
It's President's Day. Our kiddos are out of school. Are y'all's kids out of school? David tells me that our kids are some of the only kids that are out of school. I thought...
Someone's out of school.
Yeah, so some of our surrounding schools are also out. So good morning, Debbie from Maine. Debbie is here. Good morning to you. Tell us where you're tuning in from. I want Remi to be completely shocked when she sees all of the different states that actually come out for this. Good morning, Mandy. We are back in our house this morning because it was really hard to get the family up and across to the offices. So here we are doing it like this. Good morning, Janet from Iowa is here. See, Sunny's kids are out too. But David said a lot of kids are not out from school. Remi, what other places do we have?
Arkansas.
Jesus, come quickly and take us home. It's
Chicago.
Arkansas, Remi.
Why did I say I didn't see the salt? Okay.
And she's in gifted classes, just so FYI. That's a real slam on our public school
Ohio.
systems. You just called it Arkansas. Or what'd you say?
Arkansas.
No, you didn't call it Arkansas.
I did.
You didn't. I'm so sorry.
Ask them.
Lacey says she looks
Louise.
so grown. Helen says no, her kids have school. They have school. They're saying good morning to you. What other states do we have?
Michigan.
And
Florida.
Florida.
Upstate. I don't know what that stands for.
SC. South.
Korean. I'm just kidding. South.
Carolina. Did you just say South Korea? Remi,
kidding.
you're scaring me. I feel like you're our future, you know, and this is terrifying. At best, it's terrifying. Okay. Noonki is watching from Japan, though. There you go, Remi. Look at there. And it's spelled out for you. Japan. Good morning. It is good morning, Noonki. We're so glad that you're here from Japan today. Book Smart Remi is in the house. Minnesota is here this morning, and South Carolina, and Dieball. Have you ever heard of Dieball?
Dieball, yeah.
That one we've heard of. Texarkana, Texas. Mallory says we have 2 days off because our teachers are smart and plan their teacher days around holidays. Genius. Okay. So anyway, we are home with our kiddos this morning. Remi is here, and wanted to have a friend sleep over last night, but it didn't pan out because that friend went out of town. So now she's mad because Rocco did have a friend sleep over, and there, Rocco is playing Fortnite. Did you know that?
Why?
So Rocco got in really bad trouble a couple of weeks ago, and everything, probably what has been 2 or 3 weeks ago now, every single screen was taken away from him. The remote was taken out of his room, his Xbox was taken out, his PlayStation was taken out, any screen that could possibly bring him any pleasure was removed from him, and he hasn't had them for 3 weeks. But at Christmas time, I gave my kids a coupon book. I know that sounds corny. I get it, okay? But it was one of y'all's favorite gifts, right?
Yeah.
Tell them the kind of stuff that's in it.
It says I couldn't remember off the top of my head.
You used one this weekend.
Yeah, the dog house where you can if you're in big trouble, then you can just use it and they'll forget about it. And
she got in big trouble on Saturday afternoon, and she had some girlfriends over to the house, and I went like this to her. Come here. Come back here to my room. And she knew it was coming.
And so
she went in her room, got her coupon book.
And I was like, I'm going to use this.
So she tore out her Get Out of the Doghouse free card and handed it to me. And when you turn in your Get Out of the Doghouse free card, everything has to be completely and utterly forgiven. Trust me, there's only one of those. And she used it. But Rocco had one that said, play Fortnite in the middle of the week, no questions asked. Because we don't let him play any video games or anything during the school week. So he decided to use it, even though he's in trouble. It's very smart. He decided to use that coupon today so that him and his buddy could play Fortnite. So
Use what coupon?
play Fortnite in the middle of the week. So I guess what I'm trying to say to you guys is I had this incredible idea to give my kids a coupon book for Christmas, and it's bit me in the butt more than once. Don't ever do it.
It's so hot.
Don't ever do it. It's I mean, we put in things like you get to play hooky one day from school. I know, come at me, parents. Y'all probably think that's terrible. But you know what? My kids never miss school. We don't miss at the drop of a hat. But we travel a lot, David and I do, and if one day they say, no, we want to go, we want to get to go somewhere, then they can play that hooky card. There's get out of the doghouse free cards. There's have a sleepover card. What else is there, David? You pick where we go on vacation card. That's got some stipulations on it.
The sleepover card is like where you can have a lot of people and it's going to be big. So I'm going to invite my friend.
Your friend.
My friend.
Did y'all notice that she didn't have an S on that? But we're working on that.
No,
we're working on her having friends.
Tyler.
Friends.
I want to invite Tyler.
So,
Kate.
don't say people's names on here, please. Okay? I barely want to say yours. All right.
I'm sorry. Is there something you're going to tell me?
Well, we have Remi on here this morning. Happy birthday, Jessie. It's Jessie's birthday today. Way to go. Happy birthday, Jessie. We're so glad that you're here. Jessica Martin says we have one free hooky day per school year, too. See, that's all we're doing. One. That's it. One free hooky day. But there's also some really cool coupons, and I made it I made it from a website that I found online that you can make little coupon books for your kids. They just absolutely adored it. So we don't go camping. We're not the type of family that goes camping.
But it's one of my
But the kids want to. So it's one of the cards, like family camping trip. There's also a four-wheeling with dad in there. So it says mom will pack you a lunch and you can go four-wheeling all day long, four-wheeling adventures, things like that. So they're really good like family ways to spend time with your kids. But honestly, there's some really good ideas. So something to think about. But Remi's here this morning, and if you guys want to ask Remi any questions, let's go for it. Let's ask her some questions. I'm sure you're wondering where David Radke is. David is here. He's actually sitting right there. Holler.
in that chair.
Hello.
You can barely hear him. David Radke logged off of our live on Valentine's Day and literally said, I'm not feeling very good. And that was the last time I saw him. We spent Valentine's night together, me and Remi and Rocco, at ChickfilA and Old Navy. Whoop, whoop. And we had a really sweet time, but David has been homesick with the flu. And I don't mean like just the easy flu. I'm talking like 102, 103 temp for 3 days. Horrific
They get the picture.
times that he has spent in the bathroom. Okay, David, I'm not telling him anything else, babe. It's been bad. It has been so bad. So anyway, he's here, but he's very weak, and he's sitting over there. Remi, how was the dance? The dance? You went to a dance? Did you go to a dance on Monday?
Oh, yeah.
At school, a Valentine's dance? You went with your girlfriends?
Yeah, with my friends.
How was it? Did you dance at all?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah. No one else was dancing, though.
Oh, God. Remi, please don't tell me you were that one kid that got out in the middle and cut it.
I'm kidding.
Cut-
I'm kidding.
You did the solo.
And please don't tell me you're that one kid that did the solo dance by yourself.
No, I'm kidding. I played with my friends.
You played with your friends.
Yeah, we played football.
I love the fact that my child is 13 years old and she still uses the phrase, I played with
I
my
hung
friends.
out with my
No,
friends.
it's okay.
Did you say you played football?
It's okay.
Yeah, with the balloon. And then
Y'all just
one
played
of
with the
them
balloon?
one of them got caught for running, and they popped the balloon.
Oh, Remi, I love the fact that you still say you're playing with your friends. I
Nope,
think-
I'm hanging out now.
No, you said play it, and I think that's
Did
precious.
all the boys stand against the wall?
No, it was the boys who were playing football with us.
David, everybody is thinking of you. Everybody is thinking of you. David, they hope that you get better soon. Did Remi leave room for Jesus when she danced?
What?
That's when you put your arms around the back of a boy's neck and he puts his arms around your waist and y'all stand like this far apart. And then you just rock. Look, put your arms around my waist. They'll go around my waist. You'll be able to do it. And then, of course, with my boobs, there's not a lot of room for Jesus.
Okay.
All right. Any
Just a little sliver for a second.
David said when I have to put my arms around somebody against my boobs, it just leaves one tiny sliver for Satan. Okay. Remi, it's a thing. Okay. Gail says her husband and her always spend Chick-fil-A, Valentine's at Chick-fil-A, that it's their tradition. And why not? It's packed all the other days of the year, but on Valentine's, you could have heard a pin drop in that place. You could have heard a pin drop. Is that a Hawkins middle school sweatshirt? Remi, I thought you left it at the gym the other day.
I got it. No, that was the Harvard one.
You left your Harvard
I brought it
sweatshirt?
back, Mom.
You told me that you didn't have it, that you left
I did.
it.
I had it.
Oh my God, that thing was not cheap.
Did you flip the screen where they can see that?
By the way, did I flip the screen? Well, I don't know if I flipped the screen, David, but somebody saw it. You know what? Even from over there, you're annoying. Okay, they're saying that you're beautiful, so it's early in the morning. They're.
I have no idea why I'm saying I'm beautiful. I literally just woke up, slapped a band on my hair, and got here.
Remi,
Didn't even brush my hair.
But there's some girls that can literally roll out of bed and look absolutely natural and stunning, and you happen to come from that type of stock.
Dad?
No, not
I guess
Dad.
he is pretty beautiful.
Not Dad. That was rude. Okay, Remi, tell us something we don't know about your mom. Oh, good.
Oh, I'd have to think about this. Hold on.
Hey, Remi, somebody just asked a great question. She said, how can she encourage her 9 and 10-year-old daughters to be confident in who they are and not care about what others think about them?
She has to have good friends first. Find friends that believe in her and she can trust them and
That's
make
a good
her happy.
So that's actually
And then when she gets comfortable around them, she's gonna feel more comfortable to be around them in front of everybody. Be yourself.
That's actually really great advice. So before you worry about what everybody else is saying, surround yourself with really good and true friends who love you for who you are. And then the way they make you feel will make you feel confident in front of other people.
Yeah.
You come from good stock.
Holy crap, I would have never thought of that. I would have said, make them write down on a piece of paper 100 times, I am beautiful and worthy of love. So, what do I know? That was very good advice. Anything about me that they don't know that you would like to answer? Also, whisper it in my ear first. Lori says she rolls out of bed looking homeless. Lori, not everybody can have this right here.
Twinsies.
Not everybody. Lori, where are you? I've been looking for you.
Something you don't know about my mom.
Do they know she...
You can tell them that.
So, you know who we call the rage monster? My mom, because she gets angry sometimes.
Here's what she whispered in my ear.
In the morning.
Here's what she whispered in my ear. Can I tell them that you yell a lot and we honestly feel like you've got some anger management issues?
But you're not compared to AG over there.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
AG stands for anger. Gah! Okay, so next podcast they want Remi. Oh no. Yeah, so there's the scoop on me. Okay, I'm a rage monster sometimes. Get over it, kid.
Okay.
What makes me yell the most?
Me and Rocco.
Yeah, well, no, absolutely for certain.
What makes you yell the most?
Yeah, your attitude.
And Rocco's attitude.
No, yours.
And Rocco's.
Hashtag she's 13.
Ow!
Yeah, Shonda Brooks says, God, my hair's all caught in here.
Ow, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, Sandra is standing up for me and saying we all got anger management issues
AG
sometimes.
is sick. Leave him alone.
Okay, Kimberly says her kids would say the exact same thing. So,
Twinsies.
Laurie DeVore says, is your TV show going to come back to TV? It is not. It is not. We are not doing a second season. We wanted to do a second season, but yet when we found out that we were not doing a second season, there was also part of us that felt kind of relieved. There are some other things we want to try, and that's why we were in LA last week. Remi didn't get to go, but David and I were there. So we are working towards getting back to your television screens, but in a different way. So just stay tuned for that.
It stinks that I couldn't go to LA.
I would like to take a second really quickly. This will be your Monday, and then we'll close after this. But I just want to tell y'all really quickly something that Remi said to me that I think every parent should hear. Let me see what somebody just said.
Remi, what's your favorite part?
Oh, okay. Let me tell this. When we found out that we were not getting our show, we were not doing a second season, I dealt with several different emotions. I dealt with relief. I dealt with disappointment. I dealt with excitement. I dealt with sadness. It was always all over the map, like any woman would be. One of the things that I kind of dealt with a little bit, and I don't have any idea why, was a little bit of embarrassment. Just having to tell your family it didn't pan out, or having to tell your, social media friends it didn't pan out, or whatever. I dealt with that for maybe 2 days. But it was during those 2 days that Remi walked into my room. This was when her daddy picked her up from school and said, "Hey, Remi, we just got word today that there won't be a second season. So when you get home with Mom, just love on Mom. She's kind of sad today, Remi walked in my room. Do you happen to remember what you said?
No.
I wrote it down in my journal so that I would never forget. Remi walked in. She said, "Mama, stop." She walked in my room. She leaned over to me. This is the first thing she said. "Mama, Daddy told me about the TV show." And she said, "Mom, you know how sometimes we put a collar around Nash's neck so he can't run away from us?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Well, that's kind of what that TV show is for you. It's kind of like a collar. Take it off, Mom. It's time for you to run. You need to run, Mom. You need to run. You've got other things you need to do. Big things, Mom. And it's time for you to go and run and do what it is that you're supposed to do." And that was the pep talk that Remi gave me. You don't remember saying that?
No.
It was really precious. You're a good girl. Nash, for the love, do you mind? It's like you're making love to yourself down there, dog. My gosh. David, you couldn't ever tell the dog to be quiet during all that?
I thought it was just really readable.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They're saying that they miss you, David. Okay, come over here. You want to tell them some things, David? Here are our housekeeping items. If you're tuning in today, here are our housekeeping items. You want to hop up and hey, say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, she's a good girl. Rocco's a
like her
good
daddy.
kid, but he's playing Fortnite right now.
Good girl, just like my daddy.
Get out.
Oh, my leg. That's so painful.
They said you should write a book for kids your age. It'd be no, you don't want that. It would be how to take us all over.
It'd be,
you got it.
it'd be how to up your game. Wait.
Did you just hear her? She said it would be called How Parents Should Up Their Game. Get out! David, stop doing that. Scoot down. I was literally going like this when you did that. So it... Okay. Hey, we want to tell you guys a couple of housekeeping items really quickly. Please don't breathe on me. The first one is, if you sponsored a child from Compassion while we were doing the Honduras trip, or before we were even on that Honduras trip, or soon after we got home, but during that period of time, if you sponsored a child, we need to hear from you. Number one, chances are I took a picture with your child and I would love to give it to you, but I don't know who that child is until you tell me. But
Well, I think we got 11 of the 21.
Okay.
Because of our schedule, half of them come in the morning when we were there, and the other half come, I guess, in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. So we were able to get half of them. But
okay, so we want to send them their picture. But even as important, you are going to receive a new paperback of Eat Cake Be Brave, the paperback version. It's so pretty. The back is like all sparkles and icing. It's so pretty. You're going to want this. And I'm going to personally write a autograph inside of it that is whatever I want it to say. I'm not going to write, hey, be brave, you silly goose. Love, Melissa. No, I'm going to write whatever I want to write, okay? And if you have ever gotten an autographed version of my book from me, that you've written in and you've got it, not like at a bookstore where I have to be legit and just write Melissa Radke.
It's generally.
Amy Lowry says she sent a couple about her sponsored child. So if you have, great, then we have them and then they're in the file and then we're dealing with them. That's wonderful. Okay, I sponsored a child and sent you an email. Perfect. I just know that a lot of you have not. Okay, a lot of you have not. So I'm going to write whatever I want in here. I'm going to tell you I'm sorry about your rash. I'm going to tell you I'm sorry that you lost all that money in gambling. Which, hey, if I hit the nail on the head, that's too bad. I'm going to tell you that I'm sorry I didn't pan out with you in Arsenio Hall. Whatever it is, I'm going to write whatever I want in here, and it's going to be funny, and it's going to be for you. We want to make sure that you get those, okay? The other thing is...
Speaking of
paperback books, mine is finally coming out.
Coming out tomorrow. Hey, you're going to want to keep an eye on social media later today, as well as Rising Radke tomorrow. We've got a couple of cool bonuses and stuff like that if you grab the paperback copy this week. But tomorrow there is something really cool that we got the publisher to agree to only for tomorrow. So stay tuned, and it's gonna be cool.
David, Sharon Miller just said to check your mail today. You might be very pleased at what comes in the mail. Sharon?
Are you sending us a check, Sharon?
Sharon! What if it's like a pair of ladies' underwear or a bra or something? That'll be a first.
For this week.
Oh, God. And then... as you guys know, if you follow me on social media, then you know that last week we started a new podcast called Streamer. What is up with all of y'all's opinions?
Y'all, it is good.
Streamer is good, but whenever I review something, then everybody comes out and tells me what they thought of it, and a lot of people are not liking my opinions very much. Kim Barnett says, how can I get a signed copy of your book? We'll tell you that tomorrow. Is that right? You'll be able to, trust me, we're going to let you know tomorrow how you can get a signed paperback copy.
And hey, listen, for those of you that have already bought the book, we've also got a little something for you too. So
this weekend we came out with a Streamer, and a lot of people ended up watching A Marriage Story based off of my recommendation and absolutely hating it. I love it. I think it's wonderful, but everybody is writing their opinions and they're not necessarily agreeing with me, which is fine. That don't scare me one bit. The other thing is I made a comment on social media about how much I hated Outlander. And I mean, people went berserk. No men. I couldn't find one man who didn't agree with me. But women were like, Melissa, how could you not like Outlander? It's so wonderful. Oh, see, Crystal says, I hated it. I tried to like it.
You don't know.
A Marriage Story.
Oh.
She's talking about A Marriage Story. I know she is. Good morning, Christina Hawkins. I've been watching The Servant all weekend. You're welcome. I love the fact that one listener said, okay, thanks to you, I ended up watching Servant, watched like all of the episodes, like completely binged them in one evening. Servant is wonderful. I haven't heard a lot of opinions on Fleabag, but I'm sure that's coming. But I'm already... Denise Harlan, Outlander is a hard no. I loathe it, Kelly. I absolutely loathe it. But I've got 3 or 4 more
If
coming.
you like Harlequin romance,
and of course you
with
do,
subpar acting and beautiful scenery, then you'll like it.
That's right. If you want to watch Fabio frolic in the Alps, that's essentially what Outlander is. Diane Anders, I'm not going to answer that question, but I'm just going to say stay tuned for this week's episode of Streamer, because that show might be on it. I don't know for sure, but it might. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here this morning. I'm going to let you go because I got kids at my house and they're asking for donuts. So I'm glad you're feeling better. You look cute. Don't breathe directly on me. We will see you guys in the morning and back in our offices.
I'll be
kids
better.
not here.
I'll be 100%.
I'll probably will look the exact same. Okay. Anyway, that's it. Have a wonderful Monday. Happy President's Day. Bye, y'all.
See ya.